From time to time, we'll get a phone call from a homeowner that has a tree with a crack or a split. And I'll typically come out and do an assessment. And if the crack or the split is not too far gone, sometimes we can deploy some mitigation strategies to prevent that split from getting worse. The tree behind me has a pretty significant crack that needs to be addressed. What's behind me is known as a codominant stem. That's where essentially two limbs originate from the same point that are roughly equal in size, and typically that's a weak attachment. These end up being opposing forces to where all of the growth grows away from each other, if that makes sense. And so you have a perfect combination of weight that is at opposing forces plus the weak attachment. It's going to have a high likelihood of splitting. So in this particular instance, we're going to take a twofold approach. One is we're going to do some weight reduction pruning. We've got a house here that's at risk of damage if this tree breaks, and then also the neighbor's house is the same situation. So some weight reduction, we're going to selectively remove a few limbs, not so aggressive that we harm the tree, but we can lighten the load, lighten the leverage to reduce the likelihood this thing is going to split. The other thing that we're going to do is install a couple of cables in this tree. The idea behind cabling is not that we want to pull the tree close together, but that the cables ensure that it limits the amount of movement that can happen in the wind. And so it's just a stabilizing factor. So the combination of the weight reduction and the installation of the cables is such that we're trying to reduce the likelihood of this tree continuing to split and become a worse problem than it already is.